T-shirt.
What up, viewers? What up? What up? I am continuing my playthrough of Disco Elysium. Let's jump in. Oh god, what was I doing last time? I think I was trying to close the books on a lot of stuff, so... I think I talked to Evrart about... I think I have a date with the person who stole my gun or whatever. What else do I got? Let's see. Hopefully we didn't get any crashes. I got a cupcake, so that's all that really matters. Continue. Wait, was I about to fall asleep? Oh, that's right. I was trying to open this thing.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Where's my game journal? Game journal, tell me what to do. Talk to Placence? Call public library? Oh yeah. Talk to Kim about moralist? Interesting.
Ice squeaks beneath your Kavalzun multi-tool, but your fingers slip away from the tool. The lid shutters tightly as before.
Good. Yeah, can you send that to me?
Yeah. What did I say? What did I say?
Bouncing baby boy?
And it's already unplugged. What? There's not much else to do.
Obviously bouncing baby boy. Alright, can't get in there yet. Yeah, it's the morning. Early morning.
You broke down the back door. Why? I gave you the key.
I'm not sure. I don't know what I was thinking.
I hope you can find the solution quickly. The wards are broken. The passage has been opened. Now tell me, what's back there?
I talked to the entity you told me about. Her name is Niha. She's a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
She's not a sorceress or a malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
What curse?
The narrative she's built herself. It does need tearing down. She's squeezing on the pendant too tight. A drop of blood in her palm. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her.
She says there is no curse because there are too many inconsistencies. She said it's just capitalism. Bankruptcy is a quirk of our economic system. Unless they don't have an answer yet. There's another entity more malignant pulling on the strings of Martinez. Perhaps in my travels I will come across paths with it. No, it's just bankruptcy.
Wait, what? The entire economic system is cursed?
The entire economic system is cursed. Yeah, great.
Anything else?
No.
Nothing else?
I mean, I don't get to post it.
This is a
I'm
lot
gonna send it
for
to
her
you.
to pass.
I'm sending it to you right now. That's my post that I'm gonna do.
I'm afraid that only I'm afraid that only world revolution can help you. We live in a precarious world, nothing ever turns out right. We need to get used to chaos.
I sent it to you.
I felt that.
You wanna post it? At the same time.
I'm afraid that the world, that only world revolution can help you.
Another revolution?
Yep.
I understand what's going on here. You went in there, rummaged around, and accomplished nothing. And now you're telling me these intellectual things to cover up for it.
No.
It's okay. You don't have to. I was wrong to trust another person. I will manage this psychic calamity as I always have. Alone. On my own.
As she has to, every day.
Thank you for nothing. Please, do buy some books.
What?
Or be on your way.
Wow. Total psychic collapse between you two right now.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
What about the wards in the back door? Are these Seminese as well?
Yes, the Simonese are very crafty, and their wards are extremely powerful.
You get?
Lesser wards simply won't do here.
The woman looks aloof.
My book peddler. Well, that felt unsatisfying. But at least I completed the quest. Cross that off my journal. Oh yeah, I gotta call the public. When does the public library open? I think they open at like 10 or something. Got another skill point. Can put it in physical instruments. But I have something. I have a thought that's dragging down my physical. Oh man.
This orange machine is dead. This orange machine is dead still. It has ice groans and howls under the strain of your giant Gewaltsund multi-tool until the lid cracks
Yay!
open. Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep, a filament memory with the words off-site copy written on its side.
What? No ice cream?
A scoop of ice cream would have been nice, yes.
Someone's stomach grumbles, the room feels very cold. Take the filament memory.
You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lukanen Kilda as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
I mean, I am. Doo-doo.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Insert the offside copy.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts
What's the
blinking.
sound?
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good morning. Doctor's accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the offsite copy?
You might have a password for the offside copy.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife, death.
No, that's not it.
What?
What does she mean? That's not it. What's the password then? Maybe it's the second part of the leitmotif you saw on the stained glass window.
After life. After death, life again.
Good. I've unlocked the offside copy. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Ka-ching.
Ching!
Fortress Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today? Thank you, and goodbye.
The old lady's voice disappears along with the static.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Right.
It sounds like something cracks before the piece of paper starts filling up with pure black ink.
Remove the outside.
The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Wait. Oh, I need a, I need this cassette player, right? Enough money for that? Oh yeah, the library card. Oh yeah, they don't open till 10, I think. Oh yeah, these guys.
Vigilance officer,
Closure.
what can this old carabiner do for you?
How much composure do I have? I mean, how much composure can I get? This hat feels a little wrong. How many good hats?
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabiner do for you?
What is it about the old soldiers that make him stand so proud? Ah.
Still, all you see is an old soldier refusing to replace his uniform with a civilian attire.
Anything else I can assist you with, officer? We still have a game to finish.
Thank you for your time. I'm back when I have more composure. What up, viewers?
That ride is fucking lightning.
Hey, piss. Look who it is. Shrunken cophead material.
Oh yeah, how do I got a bunch of clothes that give me Half-Life, right? Having a hard time getting into this game. I think it takes a little bit to get going. But I think it's pretty fun. Also, I hope you're playing on
That
computer,
ride is
because
fucking
I definitely
lightning.
am not enjoying...
Hey, piss. Look who it is. Shrunken cophead material.
Yeah, I think... I mean, this is definitely going to come up in my... when we talk about it, but the... playing it on console is not the best. I think I've gotten used to it after 30 hours, but...
All the old boomboxes are there, blinking and waiting to whirl. All but one. Yours.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
The boombox I bought, it should play this tape, right?
Of course. It's in working order still, isn't it? Just pick your tape and set it spinning. It all starts with the tape.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reel's attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader.
Yeah, they're pretty jank.
You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing.
Thank you.
Then the organ starts playing a simple, melancholic tune echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons, surrounded
Close the
by
door.
an even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin.
The candle's
It's
on in there.
mega sad.
Mega
Within
sad.
seconds you know, this is the one, the real shit you've been looking for. The one you trust your room to that Claudia told you about. Perform it, a click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning.
I could sing this karaoke.
Of course you could sing this. Yup, they're all here. And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands on
Nothing
the
can stop
way.
me.
Gart, you have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the whirling. After you've won him over, you can express yourself. Let the pain out. Make everyone understand. The lieutenant watches you pack up the boombox. He doesn't say anything.
Oh, wait. I think one of the tools gives me bonuses. There's no way to, like... +2 empathy. Alright, I just want to change back into regular clothes. Put on my logic jacket. I got my drama tie on. I'm gonna put on my empathy glasses. Oh, my logic glasses. There we go. I'm a big nerd. Where are my shoes? Oh, these are my shoes. My empathy shoes. Look at this nerd. How far are you, Eric? I guess you're having a hard time getting into it, so not that far. Day 1, okay. How am I going to talk to her? Oh, I gotta go talk to the church. Could have fast traveled. Same address as the lead programmer the Fortune accident was looking for. Fortress accident. Low on health. Put points in endurance. Investigating the crime scene and then did a side quest where I investigated the witch in the furnace. Oh, okay. Nice.
Yes, what is it?
Hey, what about that 2-meter hole again?
The swallow, you mean? What about it?
The hole connected to the data loss?
Yes, that's what led me here.
Hmm.
But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
That's all I wanted to know.
Great. Thanks.
I've got the offsite copy.
Yes?
Is this the filament you're looking for? Show her the production schedule.
No. That's the production schedule you stole and accessed without authorization. I don't need it.
Dummy.
In his defense, it was simply lying in the desk drawer of an abandoned cubicle.
Okay, but still.
I brought you the filament.
Thanks. Looks like it's the one.
What's going on? What's going to happen now?
Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
He's already inserted the filament in the radio computer core, ready to close the door.
Wait. No. That's dangerous. She shouldn't do it.
Why? What are you hoping to find?
I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine the location of the anomaly from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment.
Okay.
Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness. Not a single line of data stands out.
Now what?
Sona doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters.
Here. I found it.
Where?
Hold on.
She's behind the keyboard now, typing in some numbers. The only thing numbers that only she understands. The terminal beeps and the light inside starts pulsing like a glowing heart. I'm still not sure it's a good idea tinkering with the unknown. Can I do anything?
Shh. Just give me a second. I'm almost...
She clocks up her typing speed.
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
Done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly.
You did it? You found the coordinates?
I found the coordinates.
Nice.
She's beaming. You can feel it in your heart.
So where is it? Where? Oh my god, congratulations.
Thank you.
He yells with a grin. So where is it? Where is your 2-millimeter hole in the world?
There. In the swallow.
She points to the end of the church where a group of water bowls forms a ritualistic arc.
Think you can help me again?
Sure.
I need you to go move those water bowls for me. I need to double-check my calculations.
Right.
What an interesting proposition. Truly a task for the intellectuals. Solving the puzzle of water bowls.
Right, I'll figure it out. I'm good at intellectual puzzles.
Figure it out? No. I don't need you to figure anything out. I've got a computer for that.
Past the mainframe.
Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bowl 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick.
Third bowl, 2 centimeters to the left. Fourth bowl, 5 centimeters to the right. 3, 2, 4, 5.
What? She only wants you to follow instructions. Nothing intellectually stimulating. In this task, a child could do
Sure,
it.
no problem.
Thanks.
Okay, get back to your work in peace. Alright, time to save. Haven't played this game in a week. Wait. How do you calculate? Wait, which one's the third bowl?
It's awfully silent again, as if someone took measurements have been marked down around the bowls, each chalk-drawn line representing a centimeter on the floor.
Move the third bowl from the left 2 centimeters away. Yeah, clockwise from the left? Yeah, seriously.
It moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound. This task is an insult to your mental
Move
skills.
the fourth bowl to the left, centimeter to the right.
Some water spills out of the bowl, wetting the floor. The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the hall.
The third bowl from the left. Encouraging thumbs up.
Yes, what is
I
it?
moved the bowls. It was mind-numbingly easy. What's next?
Great. Everything should be aligned now.
She stops biting her chapped lips.
Miss Know-It-All is hesitating.
What's wrong?
Yeah, nothing. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones.
Okay.
If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes.
Wait, why do you have your headphones on mute in first place? Isn't it going to just be silence and nothing else?
Honestly, I'm a little scared.
Isn't it just going to be silence and nothing else?
I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything.
Or silence?
I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist?
She turns to face you, the mainframe throwing shadows on her chin.
What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is...
She grows silent, her face very pale in the cold light of electricity. You're right, we should be cautious. We don't know what we're dealing with here. You're overthinking this?
Maybe I'm just
That's
tired.
probably true.
Let's think about this logically. Why would nothing be terrifying if it's, well, nothing?
I assume that something that has no presence, existence, or qualities has to be terrifying. Scary, but we just have to face it. I don't know how to do this anymore. I just have to face it.
Yeah, you're right. Let's do it.
She puts the oversized headphones ready to press unmute on the keyboard.
The lieutenant takes a step
Wow,
back.
Kim shaking.
And then, nothing.
Of course.
Nothing happens as Sona Lokanen Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard. Nothing but silence. You can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that quiet in the sanctuary. She doesn't talk. Her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus. One hand cupping the headphone.
Well?
Damn it.
Lets out a loud sigh before tearing off her headphones. She's still avoiding your gaze. Come on, did you hear anything?
No, of course not. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
What do you mean nothing happened? Did you find the swallow?
No,
Rests her face on her hands, massaging the forehead.
no. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something, if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything. But don't get your hopes up.
Silence is silence? You're sure there's more to it? This can't be it. You should have a listen.
Perception. How do I increase my perception? Perception something? Oh, there you go. I wouldn't mind increasing my perception.
Yes, what is it?
9 or better? Alright, let's try it.
All you hear is your own breathing, heavy and hoarse from all the nights spent drinking. It's the breath of an old man. But there's something else. There has to be. Something big. Something unexpected. Something new. Yet to be discovered. Ghosts, speak to me. When was the last time this world had anything new to say?
Well, did you hear anything?
I'm not sure. There seems to be something where I couldn't really make it out.
Yeah. No, I don't think there's anything there.
Her voice is bitter with disappointment.
The lieutenant looks down at the floor, as if to say, you're wasting time here. Maybe the speed freaks can help you with this. Go talk with Andre.
Let you work in peace now. Alright, I'll go talk to the speed freaks. Wrong direction. See a container you can't open? Equip a pry bar. It's almost time for me to go back to my car.
Hi again. So, how are things going? Good.
What am I looking for? How do I offer figurines to Dolores? Figure out why Sona couldn't hear anything through her headphones. Oh yeah, report back to Kuno. Fucking Kuno, am I right, Eric? Yep. Fucking Kuno.
Hello again.
That's it for now. How do I move? I feel like I'm supposed to be able to fast travel, but I can't right now. not past time.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Took care of the drug situation.
Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, you give Kuno Kuno's kilo, then Kuno gives you half back. That's how we split it. It's the best way, street way.
Are you going to ask me how I got past your dad?
Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker, distraction
Word on
style.
the street.
That's some sick shit.
I think it increases it slowly.
Not a single muscle moves on the lieutenant's face.
Kuno wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo, then we shoot the shit.
I'm keeping it and I'm doing it all myself. I'm keeping it. By kilo I mean gram, right?
Kuno knows what Kuno means.
I'm keeping it. You don't need more drugs. You're 12.
Alright. Kuno knew you'd try that sneaky pig shit on him.
Tell him, Kuno!
Kuno S.
Kuno's got brains. This shit doesn't surprise Kuno. So Kuno's gonna give you one more chance. Know this, pig. Shit is major.
Major fucking choice, pig!
Kuno won't take this shit lightly. The pieces are moving, pig. This is fucking domino shit.
What?
It's hard to see how not giving a boy a bag of amphetamine would cause some catastrophic cascade response. Hard to see, but easy to feel. Somehow, this will change things. It's not hard to see at all. You hand out drugs to kids. The lieutenant's faith in your judgment will diminish significantly.
What, if any, is the downside of not giving the drugs to Kuno?
None that you can see. No, you can see it. This young man has junior officer material.
What?
In another life, where he trusts you.
Tick, 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 tick. Decision time. What's it gonna be? You gonna fuck the Kuno?
It's staying with me, Kuno.
Alright. You fucked the Kuno. Everybody, Kuno got fucked by his pocket pig. Just when we getting our business on, the pig throws it all away.
I told you he can't be trusted! I told you he'd steal the shit!
Okay.
Relax, see? We got plenty of kilo. Kilo underground, in the tree. This ain't about that.
He turns to you.
This is about you and Kuno. You mismanaged this shit. Now everything is fucked between us. How are you gonna make this up to the Kuno, huh?
There is genuine disappointment below the act, sire.
Kuno's disappointed in me.
In truth, Kuno doesn't really believe there's anything you can do to make up for this. The damage is irreparable.
I looked around in there. It's not an easy life you got going in that apartment.
The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno's got plans. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we got plans!
Kuno, I met your dad.
Yeah? How the fuck are you still alive, pig?
It was what you said. Kim dressed as a hooker full drag distracted him. Kuno, your dad is a half-dead alcoholic. He was sleeping under some clothes.
What?
His eyes become large and round.
His posture changes. The swaying rooster motion stops for a second. Then he gets it going again, reorienting himself.
Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told ya. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit. That's nothing to Kuno's dad. You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window.
Stop acting tough, kid. You don't have to be scared of him anymore. Yeah, I was wrong. He's hardcore, a real killer. Stop acting tough, kid. You don't have to be scared of him anymore.
Kuno's not fucking trying to be tough. This shit is real. Kuno's fucking violent dad's gonna be a vegetable. Kuno knows that shit. Stroke shit. Stomach fucked up and... Kuno's gonna go out like that too. Gonna be just like Kuno's violent dad. Speed shit, crime shit, fucking on the bed. Go out West Revachol style.
Stop saying all this sad shit, Kuno.
Whisper comes smaller than usual.
There's a touch of grief in there.
Fuck you talking sad? Kuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit.
Chances are you are going to turn into that. You don't have to turn into that.
Get your fucking nun-ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. You think cause you took Kuno's speed, Kuno's gonna sub like a
No.
Turn into... Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is that shit.
Kuno won! Oh, you won, Kuno!
The relief is palpable. The little hat jumps up from behind the fence.
He did not win. There is a crack in there now, and it's spreading across the face of his certainty.
There's a ton of unpaid utility bills there.
Fuck right there where? Fucking 3 years or some shit?
That's no place to live. You have to find somewhere else.
That's right. It's a shithole. Kuno's gonna move underground. Leroy shit. Ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno!
I did write not to give you the drugs. Let's conclude this.
That didn't change shit, pig. That only made things worse. Fucking social worker shit. It doesn't work, pig.
It doesn't work, Kuno. Only our shit works.
She tries to bind their fates together. She needs him. Bad.
Let's talk about your shack again. Alright, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
I'm 1 XP away from leveling up. Wow. Well, time to call... Oh, I gotta turn them on. Gotta get the other boots, shoes on. Yeah, my empathy boots.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pick up the radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Take me to the Jamrock Public Library.
Hold on, officer. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to their librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
Thank you.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
He sounds worried, yet ready to assist. This is how people get when the police call.
I'm looking for any information you can provide me about Billy Majane. A reader.
Billy Majon, you said. Give me a moment, I'll have to check our database.
Withstand the receiver.
Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majon's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
They're too poor to have a phone line.
Yeah, home address is fine.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Capeside Apartments, it says. That's all.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
Do you have any other information on Billy Majane?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
You know someone who was?
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day.
Hear someone answer from afar?
Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
Good. You have a name now.
You know the husband's name?
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight.
Marie can And Marie described to me what the husband looked like.
Marie?
Moment passes.
She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
What was he wearing?
1 second. Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
So Billy Majane is a woman, not a man?
Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
And then goes for a little drink later. On the lookout.
Thank you. That's all for now. No other questions.
Happy we could help.
Here's Skill Point.
Goodbye, officer.
Anything else you need from me?
I'll go with the radio for now.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin,
Yeah.
you see.
Got a new skill point. I'm gonna put it in perception now. What's perception under? Put it in half light. I might hold on to it for now. I don't know what I want to put it in. Conceptualization, suggestion, electrochemistry. Oh, I gotta go to the apartments.
Trying to sneak up on me.
Don't be afraid to say weird things. People are more forgiving of persons in power, like police officers. Equip a flashlight in low light areas.
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here, no one answers.
Let's go. There's nothing to do here for us anymore.
I wonder if the dad is awake now that it's daytime?
The aging alcoholic is still there, breathing. The air in the room is stale.
Is Kuno's father we're seeing?
Well, judging by the color of his hair, I would say yes, it is.
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. The light from the window falls into his half-open eyes.
I was expecting something worse.
I think he's still quite bad. I mean, what he has come to.
Lieutenant tilts his head.
This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but at least he won't be beating his son.
That's true.
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake.
I'm still not sure he's not dead. What happened to his eyes?
Can't you tell? It happens to exceptionally committed substance abusers. They fall asleep with their eyelids still open. Not a pretty sight.
He's gonna sleep it off, I know this shit. As growling 3 words managed to escape his mouth, along with strong stench of alcohol.
Look, he's trying to communicate.
Kim, is that thing even alive?
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
He points a fleshy lump sticking out from the blanket. Limb seems like it twitching from time to time.
And look, the other foot is camouflaged by a striped sock bearing the name Maxtor on the sole. 3 toes are poking out of a hole. A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep.
Maybe we should help him somehow.
What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his
Poor
side.
guy.
We could take him to Remedy or Saint Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. The almshouse would turn him down. They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
The pile of blankets grunts miserably.
Or did I want to talk to Kim about something? Oh, $50 found boots. Go to Billy Mean's apartment to deliver the bad news. It's in the apartment building in the North Martinez, apartment 20. Alright, later, Eric. Thanks for hanging out.
A weathered brown door.
Oh.
The number reads 20. Something smells good. Soup à l'oignon. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock. This is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be so hard.
I'm gonna save real quick. And I'm gonna sneeze. Maybe I'm not gonna sneeze.
A weathered brown. This is the door. You already know it's the right
Hold
door.
on, Kim. Should we discuss this before we move on? What should we expect?
So hard.
You're right. Let's talk this through.
He looks at the apartment door and lowers his voice a bit.
You hear some light footsteps and what appears to be a daily weather forecast playing on the radio.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Méjean. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
Do you have any advice on how to tell her he's
Dead? Just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
That's good advice. What if I don't want to do this?
Yes, it's hard. But there is no easy way to handle this information. It just has to happen, as soon as possible.
I think I'm ready.
The lieutenant motions towards the door.
Knock, knock, knock.
Hello? Who is it?
Voice calls out from the other side of the door.
And someone turns down the radio.
Is this Billy Méjean's home? This is the police. Please open the door.
The police? A moment, please give us a moment.
You hear shuffling inside?
Tidying up, nervously. There's fear in her voice.
Come in, the door is open.
Packages of marinated and macaroni. Leftovers kept warm on the stovetop. Smells like buckwheat and onions. Chalk drawn height chart for children's growth over the years. Textbook for high school, mathematics, trigonometry mostly. Clock is ticking with an odd cheerfulness. Its ticking makes you anxious, rings hollow in the room. Posters of contemporary pop stars adorn the wall. Windows covered in old newspaper clippings? Can they afford curtains?
It's you from the book stand.
She was just looking at the moment without knowing what to do.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea? Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief for now. You're on your own here. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's letting you take the lead?
Thanks, but I'm alright.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
She stops her eyes trying to read answers from your face.
Keep it together. You don't want your body language to tell her the news.
Sorry, I'm rambling. It's just that Victor often gets into all kinds of trouble. So, how can I help you?
Definitely no small talk. This isn't the time or place.
Oh. Kim is here, kept her composure, discussing things through Kim, Lieutenant's handkerchief. Tell her about the dead body. Alright, just don't roll snake eyes.
You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
God, do I just say he's dead like that?
Yes. That's the most important thing. Use that word.
Ma'am, I'm very sorry to say, but your husband, Victor Majan, was found dead on the Martinez boardwalk.
What did you say?
Your husband, Victor Majan, is dead. Very sorry for your loss, ma'am.
Oh.
Touches her eyes, her neck, pink, eyes pale like pearls in seawater.
Oh. But he was just...
Looks at the kitchen table and two cigarette butts still on the tray.
But he was just here. Alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock.
I mean, he wasn't just
here.
I
want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him?
It's still early to say, but at first glance it seems like he slipped and hit his head.
Was he drunk?
Alcohol may have played a role, yes.
I see. And you just found him there, lying in the cold. Yep. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever.
It's hard to say at this point.
She blinks, eyes welling up with tears, as her hand starts searching for something from the pockets of her dress. The handkerchief.
Give her the lieutenant's handkerchief.
A small, terrified smile quivers on her face as she takes the handkerchief and wipes away the tears. She looks disoriented.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
The air gets sucked out of her lungs suddenly.
God. Should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
No, take a day to recover. You'll be better prepared when they come home tomorrow.
Good. That's probably the right thing. Thank you.
He nods, but with a wretched expression.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral. Here's his number in case you want to contact him earlier.
He hands her a leaflet with the morgue's contact information.
A very good call.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up.
Rubs her...
I'm still...
Rubs her face, runs her fingers over the cheeks that have become numb.
Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'll call if...
She runs out of breath. Again, I'm very sorry, ma'am.
We should step outside and talk.
Set the library card by her, leave the room. Kim wants to talk.
You did well.
Could have done more.
You did enough.
Pauses, rubbing his hands together, generate some heat.
Can't save the whole world, you know.
Can't bring the dead back.
Anyway, I'll call the station when we're finished with the day and let them know the name of the deceased.
That's it?
That's it. We should get back to our case now that our duty here is done.
What about Billy and her kids?
They'll manage.
They have to. It's not your place to live their lives.
Right, this is closed then.
Let's go.
Oh, save.
Yes?
You should know something that I can't remember anything. You need to talk about responsibility?
I'm glad to hear it, Detective. I was wondering when we'd get to this very subject.
What do you mean?
If you ask me, it's high time for you to set aside these frivolous side tasks and focus 100% of your energies on the case before us.
No, I meant la responsabilité. You know, the kind that gets assigned.
Why are you pronouncing it like that gentleman from the Institute of Price Stabilité? You know what? Forget it. What specifically are you trying to assign responsibility for?
For this whole situation.
Now I understand. Next, I suppose you're going to tell me you need to form a committee to assign this responsibility?
Yeah, exactly.
Fascinating. And here I believed your recent turn toward moralism was just an act. In any event, I am just a humble law official. I may work under the moral intern's umbrella, but I'm certainly not qualified to serve on any committee.
Oh god.
You know who might be, though? That Mr. Villedroit, the gentleman you met in the young man's apartment. If I were trying to get in touch with the coalition, I would start by seeking him out. But first you might need to speak with his young companion.
Okay.
Now, was there anything
I
else?
found out what the pail is while we were gone.
Wonderful. What is your takeaway?
Wait, you're not surprised?
I can't stop a grown man from learning about the fundamental geographic and anthropogenic features of our world, can I?
Perhaps I should have tried, he thinks.
Super, where are we, Lieutenant Kitsurage? It seems unreal.
It all seems unreal, Detective. In actuality, the pail is no more unreal than, say, water or death. Or that we are stuck behind our eyes, between our own ears, talking.
He looks around, pensively sudden.
Excuse me, large topics are not my forte. You seem stable enough. Keep it that way. Now, was there anything else, or should we get to it?
Alright, I'm gonna talk to the other guy. He says you look for the Sunday friend, the smoker on the balcony. You might know where he is. Offer figures. Sync the signs with the Noid. Doesn't want to talk to you, but the signs are not in sync. Find smokes and smoke them. Explore. Find booze and drink it. The pissing competition. I made the. Oh yeah. Sing karaoke. Visual calculus.
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language of burnt rubber. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there, and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry, according to the cafeteria manager. Why that pang of guilt again?
What happened next?
The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building.
Interesting.
Before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
This is where I started off with my motor carriage before sinking in the sea.
No wonder the cafeteria manager seemed frustrated when he was giving us directions to the yard. Well, you did provide us with a very convenient access point to the crime scene.
I think I got it.
What do you see?
Oh, this dude. Oh, he's here?
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
Hey!
Hi. So what brings you here?
I met your Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
You were right. He was magical, magically bureaucratic.
I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
Who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return
where?
To his opportunities in Occident, sur la clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know.
What are you two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
What does it mean, a Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Is that even a friend?
It is. On Sundays.
Why was he staying at your place in the middle of the night?
He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
I don't want to talk about it. Other people, I want to talk about you.
Hmm? What about me, gendarme?
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
This is where I go to get down in history. I'm going to sing karaoke.
Really? Well, I look forward to that.
Tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
He believed you?
Why shouldn't he?
Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
Your Sunday friend. The witness.
No. I don't think it came
What does
up.
he look like?
Muscular. Handsome. Strong. Like one of those military
Was
types.
he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
Earpiece?
Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes
What was
wear.
he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
Besides muscular, did he have any identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Thank you for the note.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
Man, talk to your son for different again. It's about committee business?
Oh, a committee. How interesting. And if I may ask, Gendarme, what is this committee about?
He takes a measuring drag of a cigarette. I'm not really sure. I'm just trying to reach a higher authority. It's about assigning la responsabilité.
God, of course it is. My friend is always trying to convince me I need a little more responsibility. As though I don't have enough going on already. In any case, I would love to help. But the thing is, I don't know where he is. We don't talk about everything, you see.
He gently taps the end of a cigarette with his forefinger.
He might have mentioned something about making a tour of some historical sites up the coast. In an unofficial capacity, of course.
Do you know when he'll be back?
Not a clue. I'm not his agenda keeper, you see.
I guess I'll have to look for him along the coast.
I guess you will.
Composure.
Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Crank my composure, right? I also crank my conceptualization, apparently. Wait, what? What's with the window?
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. You see 2, maybe 3 bushes grown into a single thicket over a period of circa 50 years. It takes time for a hedge like that to form.
Squint.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside. One can't see into the Union box from the yard outside. That hawthorn is too thick. You see a heavy steel door with the coal bolt. It leads to a side building adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older.
Want to take a 50-50 shot on this?
Hi again, Gendarme.
Could he be a member of the homosexual underground?
I'm bringing it up.
Hmm? Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Okay, how do we get more authority? Authority's purple. None of this gives me bonus authority?
It's you again. What is it?
I talked to Joyce. The merc you hanged, his friends are coming for you.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Crenell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
They're snickering in the room. Some of the men put their beers down.
Titus did his best, but his men are a bit unsettled.
Yes, they're forming some kind of tribunal and they're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here. You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
Well-oiled or... Do you know that a single Serenade's giant hornet can kill 40 bees in a minute?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
You're the bees, not the hornet.
We're not bees. We're men. We're socialists.
Easy, E. He's trying to phase you. What are you trying to do? Scare my men?
Krennel is bad news, you know that, right?
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals, special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or Barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think.
They're mercenaries with automatic weapons.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at
Will they
home.
pierce ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see.
See what? That they don't?
Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor.
He takes a sip of beer to bide his time, then tries to get the last word in.
You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal.
Joyce said they've gone rogue. Nobody is controlling them.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen?
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
I mean, okay, they're going to wipe you the fuck out, Titus.
No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy.
All he means is that the situation is serious.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that.
Found someone who saw the hanging. A witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
Sure they would.
That's just cop tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already rolled on the others, and he's in witness protection.
My witness isn't a local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
He's not alarmed by the sudden appearance of a witness, but he is surprised. This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
Let's say he's a high-ranking government official and leave it at that. Who he is irrelevant.
It's like you said, Al. Copper's coming up with this on the spot. There is no witness.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
The witness said the man went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
The witness said he saw 2 of the Aeropagite descent and 1 mesquite.
Aeropagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there.
The witness said it looked like a surreal play.
That means absolutely nothing to me. Sounds like some made-up horse shit.
Right.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out. like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky, it's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
He writes down in his notebook.
You didn't break this wagon fort, but you did manage to rattle the people inside a bit.
Oh, nothing.
Great witness.
Ambush authority?
This time it's going to work. You already ruled out the first bad option that didn't.
First, you tell me someone's been raped, then you tell me... Then you don't say who, that's bullshit. Stomp your feet.
Stop shitting your pants. You don't need to know, all right? We took care of it. The law handled it, all right?
Yeah. Aren't you listening? It's done. Finito.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm not the law after all. You're not the law. I am the law. I am the law!
For God's sake, stop shouting! Stop breaking things in my establishment! Stop provoking those oafs! They're not going to give you anything, can't you see? I can't have a police interrogation in here. People are trying to
It doesn't concern you, cafeteria manager.
Of course it concerns me if you make this kind of...
Easy, babes. What is this? I can't have a slap fight in my bar. It's embarrassing.
We are deep, deep in Far's territory. We need to cool off and re-engage later.
Everyone can see you picked some wrong options. Next time you have to come up with better things to say.
Still have the extra point. Smoker says his Sunday friend has gone for a stroll along the coast.
Hey, was there something you needed?
Well, well. Bringing in that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes?
Good boy. Wait, can I talk to this guy yet? All about money, you know? I have some bottles to sell. Where do I want to go? I guess I'm gonna go for a stroll in the... Oh wait, I can fast travel. do I go to that page? How do I fast travel? Can I not fast travel here? Is that what's going on? It's been a while since I saved.
The worn map features your finger.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Why is my map not working?
A lorry, the smell of cigarettes and perfume. Well, a metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's an issue of, it looks like
the Ulan frequent.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into, you wedge it, but sandpaper adds extra grip. The movie stars are still, looks
strange. There are so many radio stations here. Doesn't look like it.
The smell of there's definitely perfume in the air. A feeling of tenderness. She wasted away. The actresses and the clothes. The woman looks. Girl child, you hear her say. Girl child.
Huh? What is it? What are you...
A lorry stuck in the windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see the back end of the cabin as a small perch to sleep. Large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtain.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this spot.
The driver, a large metal pen.
Can I just save actually?
Right to work! Right to work! Sure. Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like that around here. You understand?
It just has to be said. That was not a convincing line.
Hell no, I'm just on a scared that didn't sound convincing.
Fucking loincloth.
Turns you down mutely for a second.
Loincloth? Now you see, that's not really what a scab would say, is it? Better not to press the issue further, sire. He seems tense.
Say very quietly, there is a tribunal being conveyed by any chance?
Fucking Bob.
Reads outside, the giant chest deflated and his mouth slightly open.
How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay, of course.
Looks at you.
There could be weapons aiming at us right now. Somewhere above, in the buildings. The other merc. Don't push this, he's thinking. This is not the time. The man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still narrow. Slowly, He's trying to get his right-to-work dance back on.
Okay.
Is this about the questions again? Because
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
No. You need tear to use the tear machine.
What the heck is a tear? I swear I have bottles. I swear I had tear bottles. Was the walker, was either very confused or drunk out of his mind?
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle. Just dead and dying locusts. Poor things. A metal payphone. You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
I don't know.
Calling. Still calling. This feels wrong. Should you be doing this? End of tone. Someone picks up.
Pierre, is that you, Pierre?
No, this is not Pierre.
Do you have any news about Pierre?
Who is Pierre?
He's my sister's grandson. He used to visit me as a lad. Fine young man. But who are you then? A salesman of some sort? Modern goods are rubbish, and I can't afford them anyhow. It's a shame what you did to our country.
Woman moans, the phone line howls in unison with her. I'm a police officer.
To hell with the police. To hell with you.
Her voice is drowned in white noise. Sounds like waves washing a beach, growing in volume until the call suddenly disconnects. You get a sinking feeling. It makes you look if Lieutenant Kitsuragi overheard you. To your relief, he did not.
Dial a random number.
Calling. Still calling again. Seriously. Someone with a masculine voice picks up.
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Hello, Gerard. Technically speaking, your electricity.
What a douche name. Change it. Need to speak to electricity.
No, but I got a feeling I'll kick your ass is gonna make an appearance if you ever call this number again. Have a good one, asshole.
Phone hanging up. Disconnect tone. Calling. 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 Still calling. Still calling.
Stop calling me, man.
Someone picks up. The voice on the other end sounds slightly hysterical.
I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work.
Yes, but a slight change of plans. I want this delivered to the Whirling Rags and Martinez.
Tethys. Hey! You're not Tethys. Screw you, and don't ever call here again. You're fucking with some serious people.
Disconnect tone.
Senior Lieutenant is ready to move on. I'll go again.
Calling.
I'm tired.
Man answers fast this time. His voice is hoarse cigarettes. You hear typing in the background?
Sounds like he hasn't talked to anyone in quite a
What
while.
are you tired of?
Writing. I hate writing so much. But I have to get back to it.
The man disappears with a sigh. You do not hear the customary disconnect tone, just silence in the handset. The machine is still waiting for you to dial a number. Seems like it did not have time to swallow the coin. This sometimes happens. Lucky you. The call went too fast for the payphone to register. You can still make a new one without paying.
Dial a random number with your eyes closed.
You close your eyes and put your index finger on the rotary dial. Then pull down on the number. Then move one up. And repeat the motion. Twice. Strange. This is not how you started before.
Wait, what did I just do?
You dialed 001. This is not the area code of Revachol. It is another destination on another Isola. Some far-off nation state.
Keep dialing.
414447. The rotary dial feels cold from the sea air.
Keep dialing.
1117361. Your fingers keep moving like a spider. Every time the ring rotates back with a little ring of metal, like a bell
There's
tolling.
more?
Yes. 451-67451. You are going deeper now, into some unknown place, far away from this island of matter and its telecommunication networks. 451. You have dialed God knows how many numbers. The headset has been waiting silently to relay a signal. Surely nothing can come of this, you think. But it does. A connection. An ultra-long distance call. Your air fills with a crackle, the wash of a strange ocean full of white noise. A little bird starts ringing in there, not like the local calling tone before. No, a small ring in a cage of distortion, far away. A distant network of phones.
Interesting.
Calling. Calling in the night. The saddest sound in the world. Calling still. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. Your breathing is heavy.
Kim?
The lieutenant is too far away to hear your yelp. The sea wind blows.
Let it...
Calling, 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 calling still. Then the ocean breaks. Out of the depths, a woman's voice emerges. Small. The dearest thing you've ever heard.
Hello?
She sounds sleepy. Hello?
Hmm.
The voice warm from sleep.
Who is this?
Your voice is so beautiful.
No, no. It's you, isn't it? It's you.
Who is this?
Dora. Who is this? The connection is bad.
Dora. The name feels like a gift. A gift that was meant for you, to make it possible to live. In the distorted distance, you hear someone turning next to her. Bed springs rattle. Don't react. Whatever you do, don't react to that last thing. It doesn't matter if you react or not. You still think you hear a man's voice in the background. It's covered in pain and white noise.
I'm a revolutionary servant of humanity. I will free mankind and abolish the classes. I will raise the dead.
What?
I don't know why I said that. Your voice makes me want to turn into dust.
Oh no. Is that you?
The voice sounds like she's waking up now, still plaintive, tired.
This is too much. You need to recede.
Creature is a creature. I wish I was the wind.
Oh no, not this. What time is it?
I'm a revolutionary servant of mankind.
You're not a revolutionary, Harry. You're drunk.
You only have 2, maybe 3 things left to say before the change runs out.
I'm not drunk.
Oh God.
Hey.
Do you know what time it is? It's so late here.
Sounds like she's looking for the clock.
It's 4 o'clock, Harry. I need to wake up in 2 hours.
Where are you? You sound like you're in another world.
I'm in my rover, sleeping.
I want to talk about me. Who am I? You sound like you know me.
What do you want to talk about that we haven't talked about already?
This is bad. You feel your right hand on the handset cramping up with pain.
My heart hurts. I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Oh no. Please stop. Please, let's just hang up.
I'm the law. I'm a detective. I'm doing a case. There's a hangman.
She does not answer anymore.
You help me solve it. I need to solve it. Don't. They won't take me back if I don't.
Harry.
Disconnect tone. The machine ran out of money.
Holy shit. I mean, I gotta go.
You dial the number again. 26 pulls of the rotary dial. The machine eats the coin, and a terrifying ocean of distance rustles in your ear. In the middle of it, a familiar ring. Small, distorted, calling, 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 calling. It looks like she does not want to pick it up, Harry. Stop scaring her.
Why?
Come on, you know why. Calling, calling.
Harry, please.
I need answers to my mystery. Harry, please, I'm gonna end this. I need to know who you are.
Please. I'm going to hang up now.
Phone hanging up. disconnect tone.
Oof. Wow, that was intense. He floats through the wires with audible power. Wait. What's in here? Did I interact with that last time?
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumb.
Long way down to your death from here, 20 meters at least.
Hello again.
Want to hear about the film building again?
Sure. What's on your mind? But of course.
Later.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D.
Research et développement.
A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
It raises the collar of his bomber jacket.
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap. The rest are piled in a heap in the corner, dead. No phasmid anywhere. Poor things.
Wait, I have to have the sack out? Or to act like that bottle?
The trap is filled with dead and dying locusts. Most of them aren't moving anymore. You still can't see a phasmid anywhere. Poor things.
I already interacted with this, right?
A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall, with another 7 shades standing. A cold.
Oh, it's the guy. Gives me +1 empathy. Okay. You're back.
As you approach, the man turns and greets you with a polite wave. He appears completely at ease, like a common holidaymaker.
Ah, super. It's the officer. I was not expecting to run into you again, but things have a funny way of turning out, no? What brings you down to the scenic Martinez coast?
I was wondering what you're doing here.
Well, that's très simple. I was visiting the fishing village just north of here. They have applied for a series of microloans to revitalize the old market. And, well, I wished to see the situation firsthand. And then, well, I had some extra time on my hands, so I decided to stroll down here. It's quite peaceful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yes. There's nothing like a stroll along the coast to lift one's spirits.
You see all those bullet holes in the wall over there?
Ah? Is that what those pockmarks are? I might have guessed. Fascinating how much history is contained right here, if only one knows where to look for it.
You feel like there's something you could say here, if only you really knew what was going on.
Actually, there's something else I wanted to ask you about.
Ah bon? I'm all ears, officer.
I need your help forming a committee. I'm trying to assign la responsabilité.
My friend, if it's la responsabilité you're after, I have good news for you. There's no need to form such a committee, because it already exists.
God, of course it does. These moral intern types.
The Comité de Responsabilité de Revachol. It acts as a sort of clearinghouse for coalition activities. To put it simply, they are the ultimate arbiters of la responsabilité in this part of the world.
Yes, this is just the sort of reasonable authority you're looking for.
I would offer to connect you with the committee myself, but
something's changed.
I am not actually in Martinez.
What? Where is he then? You knew there was something strange about this one. He's an astral projection.
What?
A bureaucratic phantasm.
So where are you then?
Why, officially, I am still in La Delta, preparing for an upcoming conference on fuel oil derivatives. I'm only in Martinez in an unofficial capacity. That's why it would be extremely irregular, or potentially even inappropriate for me to intercede with the committee concerning a district I'm not officially in.
But this is an urgent matter. I need to get in touch with the committee.
Yes, you've made your persistence quite clear. Under normal circumstances, I would have to insist you go through the regular channels. But if you have information of a vital interest, they might be willing to entertain an exception. In which case, I would advise you to contact them via Coalition Warship Archer.
What's that Coalition Warship Archer?
Officer, you mean to say that you haven't noticed the giant Coalition aerostatic peacefully patrolling the skies over Riverside?
What?
You follow the man's gaze out toward the west. There, hanging some distance above the horizon, you can just make out a strange silhouette.
What?
It looks, to your eye, like some kind of long metallic fish suspended beneath a number of ceiling fans. Not just any fish. It moves like some ancient bottom feeder gliding over the ocean floor in search of
Can't believe I
prey.
never noticed it before.
That is part of the idea, of course. The Coalition doesn't want the people of Revachol to feel that they are under a military occupation. That is why the Archer is always careful to maintain a constant, discreet
Why do I need to go through the Archer to speak to the committee?
You see, in addition to being an airborne artillery platform, Coalition Warship Archer is also the linchpin of the Coalition's surveillance and communications infrastructure in Revachol.
Hold on, it's watching us too?
And listening. It has the most objective vantage point in the entire city. Not to mention a vast array of radio, photographic, and meteorological monitoring instruments.
Interesting.
I find it a great comfort to know there are benevolent powers watching over all, in strict accordance with the Wayfarer Act and the Bristol-Mune Convention.
So how does one go about contacting a Coalition warship?
This is quite the problem. Very tricky. Of course, the Archer has orders to fire on any unidentified aerostatics that might approach it, so it might be safer to get in touch from the ground. But in that case, you would require a radio transmitter capable of broadcasting on Coalition frequencies. And that kind of technology naturally isn't typically available for non-Coalition use. Yes, it is a bit of a conundrum. I suppose there might be some way to circuit bend your way onto those frequencies, but you'd have to be one of those techno-tinkerers to do it.
Do you know any of these tinkerers?
Unfortunately not, no. I don't have the pleasure. I am merely a representative of the coalition government, not very well versed in technology. But you...
Okay.
Sounds like something that programmer we met in the church.
I was going to say the programmer in the church.
Let me just say that I have complete confidence in the RCM. I'm sure you'll figure something.
Thank you for your time.
Always my pleasure to be of assistance to the RCM. Godspeed. And if we don't meet again...
Bonne chance.
Bonne chance.
Bonne chance. Bonne chance. All right.
Yes, what is it?
Not a paying job. Could you help me contact Coalition Warship Archer?
Do I look like someone who has time for side projects at this moment?
Doesn't even look up from her computer.
If you want her help, maybe you should help her first.
The point in perception?
Yes, what is it?
Ugh.
Still nothing. Sona isn't even looking at you this time.
Ugh. I'm gonna load that back. Do I have something that increases my perception? Speed? God, everything I do is dependent on freaking Sona's project. But I have nothing that increases my perception. Lowering in speed on the go. Do I want to crank my... I mean, glasses should increase my perception, right?
Yes, what is it? Do I?
If you want her help, maybe you should help.
Yes, what is it?
Still nothing. Sona isn't.
I need some more stuff that gives me perception. Really need to take that body down. I've already done that. Call public library. Get perception. Do I need to take drugs to be able to win? I mean, I can get it to what, 28%? Wait, am I holding? Oh, I am holding the pad.
The trap is full of locusts. Poor thing.
There's stuff over here. An endurance check, right?
There he still is, looking right through
compressed.
you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Put on the gloves. And the rain jacket.
There he still is, looking right through you. As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
They always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
Get closer.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Inspect the boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
These aren't just boots, they're the armor he was stripped of.
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Where's the rest of it scavenged by locals?
Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. We should keep a lookout for these species. The armor could yield information. This is one thing he might actually know.
Points to Kuno.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic.
The material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive.
Lieutenant draws a line in the condensation of the ceramic. His index finger.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
That's a lot, I take it?
As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
He worked for Cronel, like Joyce told us. This is military equipment, provided by a wealthy security contractor, with state ties. Way above what we have.
Pull the boots off.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Grab the boot under the arm.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop!
Lieutenant's voice is sharp. Boot under your arm.
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal! 'Brutal! 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 '
You're going to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
Pull his head off. There's no point performing an autopsy if you do. We'll have compromised the coroner's case.
Indeed, from this angle, it does look like the neck isn't going to take much more. Being dead for a week has all but liquefied his muscles.
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
This is advanced enemy technology. We could conduct research into the weakness. We're not a detective. There may be clues inside the boot.
Maybe we should concentrate on what's outside the boot and leave what's inside to the boys at processing? Just this once. Besides,
Taps on the boot.
There's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
Sounds like a plan.
The anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice. Nice and cracky.
Got it.
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
Knock on the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain
Sounds
cup.
fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony
What does this
perhaps.
remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
Cross your fingers over the lines.
The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice the whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination: E50, 100, 1000.
Looks like there's a serial number on the right sabaton.
Good. Can you read it to me?
He tips the dying ballpoint pen on his tongue. E50, 100, 1000.
We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
Back off and look at the corpse.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Inspect the belt.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch.
What kind of rope is this?
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
Aha.
Like in a circus. When the circus leaves town and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pen.
I can't come up with anything other than a harbor. Like in a harbor?
Yes, it looks like they used whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves.
By they, do you mean the Hardy Boys?
Right now, everything seems to fit their confession.
I sure wanted him to stay there, and the polyester seems strong.
It's not merely polyester, it's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands.
What?
This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
How did they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
He points to the buckle, tying the belt to the branch above. Did they climb up with the kid's ladder? Or to the one on the side of the tree?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Makes a pulling motion.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos.
Inspect the tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Interesting.
His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Is this a national pattern?
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid
I'm missing
figure.
something here.
I agree.
A sudden ring fills the air as the lieutenant pulls down the zipper of his orange jacket.
He wears a wide leather belt around his waist and a gun holster under his arm. He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
What's that?
A Trigger Sunshine. Mini.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
He produces two metal capped arm poles, ampule, and clicks them into place the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points the camera at the corpse peering into the lens, needs adjusting then.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
Full machine?
Yes. It is pretty cool,
Yeah.
isn't it?
There is only one ampoule left. Use it
What do we need this
wisely.
photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. This was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter to us. Now, if you could find someone to decipher
Can I
it.
have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
He has a piece of the rolled up photo paper no larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
You ever look a corpse in the eye?
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
Tell me who you are, dead man.
The
What?
corpse is dead silent. You have no idea why you just said that.
Who is he? He is male, 40 to 50, with an athletic build.
The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself from its stench, eyes like a shark. As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration? Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring
His
air.
face and hands are pink, thighs too.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
Relax your eyes.
The monster comes back into focus.
92%,
An
I
explosion
whiffed.
of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
He's beaten up, see the bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal-like.
I think he was upright after death. His hands, feet, and neck are discolored.
Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging.
You would still like the hypostasis marks in the neck to be a bit more pronounced.
For some reason my brain would... Would it still be he moved after death? Maybe he was strangled by someone?
Yes, there's always a chance we are wrong. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
Back up and catch your breath.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
How do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Alright, Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Want to discuss the body with you again, Kuno?
The fuck about it?
Where did the rest of his armor beside his curious go?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
How come?
Kuno's fuckgimp's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant. Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away.
What do you mean threw it away?
Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big.
Performs a kickoff on the imaginary helmet.
Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
He threw it in the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gates.
What do you mean troubadour?
Yeah, cocking boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows?
Yes, you met him at the gates. The one with the boots and the jolly smile.
You mean Manana?
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
And you're telling me about this now, the kindness of your heart, Kuno?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing pity now.
Right.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sire.
There are contusions all over his body. Did you do that?
Fuck are you talking about? What is this contusion shit?
He grabs his head like it's suddenly hurting.
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Contusion is a bruise. I'm talking about marks of stones left on the corpse.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing. This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
We're on this later right now. Let's get back to talking to someone else.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
Wow.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Alright. Go talk to Manana.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin, Their concentration is highest around his heart. The pattern still kind of has an ethnic feel to it, but nothing familiar. Gone.
I mean, what's the meaning of this tattoo?
For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone close to the victim might know.
You gotta take that to, what's her name? Joyce? Oh, empathy glasses. That's right.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Kuno told me you were supposed to know about the armor.
The little boy had a good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'd make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, and the cop's in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
Probe into the armor. What did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting
What was
part.
the sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Hold on, 4 pieces. Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
I'm ambitious. I'm gonna find all of it, all the pieces.
All of it? There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, but okay. Let's find all of it.
And Mesqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you. No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on
I
you!
think you may be able to help me decide for some tattoos.
Don't think so.
Let's see.
Suddenly, this feels like a really, really bad idea.
For investigating murder, these tattoos were on the victim's body. They were on the body of the man who was hanging behind the cafeteria there.
Silence. He takes the photo. Grey eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface. His face is unmoving, hard as a stone. But beneath it, you see dead flesh in colorful rivers of polychrome, melting skin and hair.
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in.
loincloths?
Yeah.
You tell me what the tattoos mean?
What it means.
He points to this one tiny star on the web of lines away from the man's heart, almost on his stomach.
I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here? Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. In Benital, 41. Monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission. He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kept villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers.
He licks his lips as if drunk something.
With some strange emotion. This is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off.
Interrupt him.
Our boy, he's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon.
His voice gets strangely quiet. Long away from right to work, his gaze pierces the paper.
At dawn, he comes upon two kittens, breeding in the bushes by the river. Or maybe they weren't breeding. Maybe they were just making eyes at each other. I like to think they were breeding. We shot the boy. He was useless, but the girl, she was nice. A little fat, you know, but not too old.
What?
She was quite the entertainment for the week she lasted. Expired in the hands of Sarge Mason. The kind of guy who'd make Chief there shit his pants and cry like a bitch. God. Mason couldn't let go. Cut the tits off her cold body and fucking ate them. Said primitive spirits were watching over him now. Drowned in a creek a week later. Spirits my ass.
Something stirs in your stomach. The story must have stirred up some conflicting emotions. The man looks tired for a second. There's a word on the tip of your tongue. Colorless. Odorless. It's...
evil.
You bet it was.
You were there.
No. I was in the domain. In Jamrock. Being a bouncer.
Not really a scab leader, are you?
Fucking mask is getting sweaty. I want to take my mask off. But...
what is evil? Can I have it back?
Go ahead. All right now. Free commerce! Keep the goods flowing!
On the photo in your hands, the dead man's skin is studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, littering his dead skin.
I'm gonna leave now.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
You run a serial number for a pair of boots, armored boots for me?
Sure, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it.
E50 100 1000. The make and model of the armor is Fairweather T 500. Victor Edward.
Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
Please connect me with Sylvia again?
Just a second. Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes. Hello?
Hey Sylvia, it's Chris.
Oh, great. What else do you need, detective?
Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Why didn't you?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse.
You should have called the police.
No one calls the police. You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here. I did...
Push her further. Show her the error of her way. No, don't push her. It sounds as if she's about to cry.
I didn't know I had to report it. I thought someone would take him down eventually.
Is it a little late for tears, isn't it? Should you have used to summon the police earlier?
You can almost hear the girl getting smaller on the other end of the line until she almost drowns in static.
You know who made that call?
No. I honestly don't know.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer.
What? Of course it bothered me. No one, you know.
Push her. No, don't push her. It sounds as if she's about to cry.
You do? What else can I do for you? Okay. You mean, why did I leave the bar?
Why not?
You know...
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her word.
I really don't want to talk about this. Maybe, I don't know.
You hear the call.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? No. And I doubt they'll get back to me before tomorrow morning. Anything else?
Ready over now?
57.
In the cabin, you see a set of...
It's an empathy check on this guy, right?
Still here.
Conceptualization.
Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
How much conceptualization can I put on?
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
He's a poet. Hit him with your best verse.
No. Just no. I can already see it's failed, and I'm stopping it now.
I did want to crank up my conceptualization. I should be putting points in perception though. Let's go talk to Kuno. Kuno? Oh, the logic jacket.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Talk to Mignana about the armor.
So?
Raises his eyebrow, projecting aggressive indifference.
You should thank him.
Nothing. The tip really paid off. Good job, Kuno. You told me you promised to sick the pigs on him. Wasn't too keen on chasing down the armor anyway.
Fuck, okay. Kuno's a giver like that, yes?
Looks slightly confused.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like Jello.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
I don't remember this, Kuno.
You got fucked. You got fucked, pig. Fucked bad. Of course you're gonna remember this. Now get the fuck out of here, griefing the Kuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
More questions about the crime scene?
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots.
Joyce know about the tattoos?
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full. The metal feels cold. A thick that's Kuno on the lens. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the waterline, the church looks old and weather-worn. Around the large wooden... This coin-operated viewer is facing south. Your money disappears. The curtain, the lenses, its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
The little brave.
You're back. Good. What can I help you
A
with?
photo of the victim's tattoos.
She reaches for the photo, takes it, then holds it in her hand. For about half a minute, in silence.
It was taken with a Trigat not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Observe the woman's expression.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface. She has no excess of emotions for this cadaver. Has she seen dead bodies before? It's like...
What do you think?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The stars.
The one on the photo paper?
I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Like blooms in a pattern?
Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
What is the use of this map?
The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
Where is he now?
This one is going nowhere but the morgue.
The times have changed.
What travels did the dead man make?
Quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. He started somewhere near here, I think.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semnes Islands, then this.
Points to his heart. Is that?
Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart. They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
The old, old world passing by, and the new, new world already here.
Yeah.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports.
I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
That's all for the tattoos. Thank you for your help.
Is there anything else I can help you with? Oh? Of course, Detective. You can all... What we... Good. What we do. And that is the terminal. Another...
She nods.
Of course. Of course. How else can I help? Of course. Anything to help. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Spirits to corpse?
Glad to have been of assistance. The
What both of these do?
You're back. Good. More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask...
6 kilometers southwest, in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?" "Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again. We always do.
What am I?
You? You're an officer of the RCM.
The Revachol Citizens Militia.
Preciso mundo.
Good, and what is the Revachol Citizens Militia?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
You said de facto.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
What do you mean?
The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital.
All 3 are good to know when we are out policing.
I'm basically a lappy of the capital. Going to avoid this subject and ask the next question in the line of inquiry.
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it.
Feelings in.
Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Why?
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown.
What?
They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forgive you.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Revacholians get to keep the peace in Revachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please continue.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Thank you, ma'am.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
That's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know.
coat.
Just an ordinary war. Nothing to see here.
Where am I going? Who else would know about it?
That ride is fucking light.
Hey, piss. Look who it is. Shrunken cophead material.
You know what happened to the victim's armor?
Nope. But Cindy does.
Don't tell him that. Skulls don't tattle, man. Cindy wouldn't.
Kind of Cindy.
You already said she's a skull. The last I saw her, she was hanging around the old apartment building near the pier.
Just don't tell her you heard it from Piss and Fuck, alright? I think she wanted those gloves for herself. Be cool, man.
All right. We have a lead on the gloves.
Great.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Do you have any idea what happened to the hangman's armor?
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Isn't armor art of the body? Come on, Cindy, just help me out here.
Oh, alright, Piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Looked cute as hell.
Could that girl have been little Lily? It's not a bad place to start.
A little girl in the little village.
Could have been her. Small kid with giant white armored hands. If you've seen one of them, you've seen them all.
Later, Cindy. Little Lily. Allez-vous-en. Police work is tough. Take breaks, talk to strangers, explore.
Oh, I had gloves. Very big ones. Heavy, too.
And then?
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek. In an empty house. Where no one lives. I think someone hid them there.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
Where are the gloves now?
I hid them. The twins were gonna take them. They're stupid.
Puts her stuffed toy and looks at one remaining eye. Still searching for confirmation.
We are going to need those gloves. It's for important police business.
He enunciates the last two words carefully.
Oh.
She seems to understand, but the lieutenant's tone was conveyed to her the important part.
They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house. Under sand. You can break the castle. It's not very good.
Goodbye.
Bye!
Is that the phasmid? It looks like the phasmid, leaning against the wall.
What?
Wait. What if this is the fishing rod situation all over again?
You're not going to be fooled again. You're going to stand there calmly and observe the non-phasmid until you see what it really is.
It's not the phasmid. It's not even organic. It's a fire iron. How disappointing.
That wasn't the phasmid. It's way too big. I mean, I'm not even a good cop.
Right? You'll have better luck next time, though. The phasmid, finding it is your destiny.
Give the dream of discovering the Insulindian phasmid a rest for now. Sandcastle.
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty towers are quickly eroding away. You can see something shining back to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network.
Broken.
The little castle? The reigning lord must have come upon some really tough times to let it sleep in such decrepitude.
Reach into the catacomb, pull out the shiny object.
The walls and floors give way to the giant's greed, collapse and present you with a pair of ceramic gauntlets.
Congratulations. That's the gauntlets down then. We're doing good on the armor collection front.
Interfacing. Hey yo.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
Is Lily your sister?
Yes.
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 That's it? You're being laconic about it?
It doesn't look like he knows what that means.
My kids.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
That ride is fuck.
Hey, piss. Look who it is. Shrunken.
Have any interfacing checks?
As you fold your fingers into a fist, you realize you could knock anyone out with one punch. The white ceramic gloves wrap around your digits comfortably. Your movements cause tiny little clicks, like dice rolling somewhere far away, as the plates reorient to your motions.
I'd be responsible. This is just for protecting me from harm, not to show off.
The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and light, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you. You really do feel more confident. Invulnerability does that. Even partial invulnerability.
Yeah, I want the full suit.
It may be a while before you have all the pieces. In the meantime, you should analyze the armor. Figure out its vulnerabilities. Remember, this is a highly specialized kinetic redistributor meant to stop bullets. Wear it. Observe its properties. See if there's a weakness in the design. For the day you have to fight someone covered in the same material.
Vigilance officer, what can this all carry?
I have really outdone myself.
Yes.
René. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Have a bite of that?
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
The only one you have.
The sandwich looks like a culinary wonder. Well made and abundant in components. The author sure knew their craft. In addition to the obvious slice of ham, a fat one, you notice a brim of a tomato peeking from below. And is that mayonnaise?
Okay, I'm not hungry anyway.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. You must have other business then?
Tell me what you know about the dead man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Must heard something.
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Respect?
Sounds like a little bit like you're holding back.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
How do you know about Evrard?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Are you a Union member?
Oh, In many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
Many.
Oh, yes.
So you're not an actual member.
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but Evrard keeps me on the payroll, just for the little things.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Weathervane. Turns the way the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate this socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
What are the little things you do forever?
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
What kind of things do you write for him?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Evrard and I have these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Let's stay on track here, guys.
On the Union track?
It's over now.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it?
Get lost!
The fuck do you want with... Good call, Pigmeister. Yeah? The Kingdom of Kuno. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, actually. I want to talk to the dice maker again, actually. The police.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die? Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
You know, we're all untethered setting. I want to die for that.
Ah, yes. Fortress accident. It's too bad they never finished their game. The Wiro Untethered die is a variation of a standard role-playing die. Only, instead of plants, it uses motives of ice and death. And loss, of course.
Ice, death, loss. Sounds like you.
I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone, cast in black resin. The reptile bone is as white as ice and dead as, well, death. For 7 real, I could have it ready in 8 hours.
What's a standard role-playing die?
It's a Nicosi tetrahedron, a 24-sided die that can produce results for 2-sided, 3-sided, 4-sided, 6-sided, and 12-sided die with a single roll. Technically, you can also use it for many other sizes, but you may need to reroll results.
Loving it. So nifty.
So why do you need to cast it in resin?
Untreated bone is porous and prone to chipping. Cast it in something hard like resin though, and voila, it's perfect.
Different one.
Maybe you have some other ideas for dice?
Do you have any cursed dice?
What do you mean by cursed?
As cursed as this commercial area? Abracadabra perished like this world.
Alright, how about I surprise you? Come back in 8 hours with 7 real, and I'll give you your cursed die.
Actually, I need to think about it first.
Maybe you have some other ideas for dice?
I'm sorry, I don't actually know what die I want.
How about an amber die?
That poor man's gold?
Who told you amber was cheap? It's beautiful, really, and has been treasured since the ancient times. For 7 real, I'll craft you a 13-sided die from a piece of amber with a fossilized insect. It's perfect for those who can't seem to let go of their past.
Sounds like me.
I had a feeling.
I didn't think about it.
Maybe you have some other ideas for dice?
Looking for something to help with my work.
I think I have just the right one for you.
Police colors.
Because I'm a police officer, right?
Not the most original, I know. But sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best. Here, catch. They're a gift for you.
A beautiful woman tossing you a gift. Whatever you do, don't overthink it.
Catch the dice.
Mr. Smooth Moves.
Yes!
You snatch the dice out of the air with one hand, just like you're in a movie.
Think of the dice maker.
Oh, what are the odds? The red one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay, and the blue one is the inverse. I believe these dice are your lucky charm, officer.
Yay!
She winked back at you. Can you believe it? You truly are Mr. Smooth Moves.
You definitely need luck in Martinez. Was there anything else?
No more questions about the building?
I'm listening.
About the intercom?
I'm pretty sure it still doesn't work, but sure.
Building.
Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit.
Shivers? Shivers. Anything give shivers? Hey. I could be very dramatic if I wanted to.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for...
Physical instrument.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Physical instrument, okay. Physical instrument. Bot account. Close. Where else are the other armor pieces?
Several maps. The maps look old and... This bookstore. Shelves full of biography. Browsing through suddenly. High speed. Next to...
I really...
She understands.
I'm sorry.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart.
Those on white are available to try now. Ah. Box of sunglasses.
A small mountain of color. The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks. Feet. The war.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
Good to see you too, friend.
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
What does the bottle of spirits cost $300?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture.
No one can buy spirits for 300 real.
You know what's crazy, actually?
Grayson bursts out laughing, then takes 3 gulps of his Pilsner and stares at you intently.
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery
What's
gaze.
this?
What?
You said you'd find something crazy earlier.
This guy.
Conversation might bring a discount, no?
Where do you get the bottle of spirits from?
Oh, this is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office. I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink.
He spits an nasty yellow clod on the ground for you.
Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
That's a good tip, I should remember that. Sounds dangerous.
It was. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
Have they no shame taking money from for a service they provide?
But the idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead things.
He gets an excited gleam in his eye.
Fight 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol. 2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it.
Don't say it.
Thought it was 300 real.
Yeah, you thought right. Don't even try to sneak anything past old Rosemary here. I got all senses locked on you, buddy boy. So what will it be?
Never mind, I misheard 3 reals fair price.
Aye, the mind. Plays tricks sometimes. Always double check. So, you want it or not?
Can I smell it first?
Yeah. Be careful. It's extremely flammable. One spark and the entire city of Revachol is wiped off the map.
Feels like someone set a mustard field ablaze right inside your nose, then drenched it in tear gas. Your nose is a singular source of pain, but at the same time you don't remember the last time you felt so alive.
So, what's the deal, friend? Want the spirits or not?
Not really.
So what do you want then?
His tone is aggressive. You're getting on his bad side now.
I'm off.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
Oh, all sorts of autosaves. In fact, I'm gonna take that autosave as a note to go to bed. I'm tired. But that is it for this episode. I've definitely got some more side quests to follow up on. I'm just kind of killing time until I can meet the person about my gun. And I don't want to take the body down because I don't want to lose access to that 92% Inland Empire role that I was supposed to succeed at. So, yeah, oh god, that's really frustrating. But looking forward to seeing more about the body, finding more pieces of the armor, and potentially getting my gun on the next episode. So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this content. If you do, follow, like, and subscribe to me on YouTube and Twitch so you can see more great content like this. I'll have links down below in the description. Thanks again. I hope you have a super day. I hope you have a super week. And I hope you have a super day. Bye!